Hey everybody, it's Friday morning's devotions. Hope you have a fantastic Friday. It's a week until Christmas. We've been looking at the different characters around the Christmas story, and we've looked at the angels, we've looked at the shepherds, we've looked at the different aspects of the prophets and all those beautiful things. And yesterday we considered the shepherds. Today I want to look at what we traditionally call the three kings. We don't know that there were three of these guys, but it's a great story anyway. But there were most definitely these wise men, or these magi, these kings that came from the east to find Jesus. Now that's a good thing, and that's a great picture of everybody in the world. Everybody is born with a desire to find God, and these men were wise enough to embark upon the search. Let me just read to you from Matthew chapter 2. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he called together all the chief priests and teachers of the law, and he asked them where the Christ child was to be born. "In Bethlehem in Judea," they replied, "for this is what the prophet has written." Then it goes on, "But you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will be a shepherd of my people Israel." Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and make a careful search for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, so that I too may go and worship him." After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen in the east went ahead of them until it stopped where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold and incense and of myrrh. They worshipped him. They had been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, so they returned to their country by another way. Great story of some wonderful, wonderful people. Let's talk about them for a moment. Let's talk about the concept of a gift. You know, there are different types of gifts out there. The Magi were in their worship bringing gifts. That's a good thing to do in worship. You never arrive at worship with empty hands. But their worship was so legitimate and so real, and they gave to Jesus beautiful, beautiful gifts. Now, let me talk to you about gifts. You know, there's a thing, three types of gifts. The first gift is the gift for a gift. This is the one that you get so that you know you're going to get one in return. Where this is the one that at Christmas time, you know that Granny so-and-so gave you a gift, therefore you know you're going to have to give her one back. And you've made of all the list of the gift to the gift for the gift people. And even then, if you get clever and you put a gift away just in case you've missed somebody, how embarrassing it is when you don't get the gift, or you don't have a gift to give to somebody. You know, when you give a gift to somebody and they don't have one in return, some people will get a bit hurt by that. But when somebody gives you a gift and you don't have one to give in return, you know what you do? You run to the cupboard and you have wrapped prior. It made it look so special. Some chocolates, or for my case, some underpants or something like that. You wrap them up, and if you haven't used them, too often, you can wrap them up and give it back to somebody. And you know, you got to give something to somebody because they've given something to you. It's called a gift for a gift. That's the first type of gift. The next type of gift is the gift for a favor gift. I don't want to knock this too much, but I just see people almost giving gifts as bribes this time of year. I remember back in the business world, all the reps would arrive and they'd give you a gift. You know what they're really doing? They're giving you a bribe. You know that, hey? And they're giving you a gift so that you will do them a favor, that you'll give them the business. They give you a gift for a favor gift. And then there are other gifts. I love the thought that there are grace gifts. Grace gifts are the gifts that you give that cost no money. When you give somebody time, that's a grace gift. When you give forgiveness to somebody, that's a grace gift. When you give a gift of just a hug, or a something special, just a special moment that person will remember, those are the wonders of what I would call a grace gift. Jesus gave us a grace gift, did he not? When he came, he gave the perfect gift. He came himself. He didn't send somebody. He gave a gift of forgiveness to you and to me. There is not enough money in the entire world to buy a grace gift because it's free. It's not something you purchase. And this is the gift that Jesus came to give us at Christmas. It's a grace gift. We in return give him a grace gift back, which is really the grace gift of worship. Look at the kings. That's why they did it. They did it as an act of worship to Jesus. They had found the king. And what do you do when you find the king? You fall on your knees and you give him the grace gift of worship. You give him time. You give him the best moments of your day. That's why early in the morning for me is the best moments of the day. And we give to God the gift of worship. He's given us the grace gift of forgiveness and to walk rightly with him and a right relationship with him. You can't buy that. It's a gift that he gives you. And in return, at Christmas time, we should be giving him the grace gift of worship at this particular time. Now, I know that the gift that the kings gave was worth a lot of money, gold and frankincense and myrrh. But even if you don't have anything that's worth anything financially or monetarily, that's not what he wants. He wants you. And he wants your worship. Won't you give that to him today? Cheers, guys.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where